Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derek Branch here, SportsView360.com, covering New Orleans Saints today. And I just want to talk about the recent mock drafts that have been published lately by some of the NFL's, top, draft analysts, draft experts. And a few mocks in particular, Mel Kiper's mock draft, Jeremiah's mock draft that came out, I believe it was last week. And he had, both analysts had the Saints taking USC's Makai Lemon at pick 8. And a lot of people's fans' favorite, if you're a Saints fan, a lot of Saints fans want the Saints to take Notre Dame running back Jeremiyah Love with the 8th overall pick. And they don't have Jeremiyah Love going to the Saints. They got Jeremiyah Love going to the Kansas City Chiefs at pick 9, if I'm not mistaken. The Chiefs pick right after the Saints. So I just want to, pose the question tonight of, will the Saints would actually take Makai Lemon over Jeremiyah Love at pick 8 in the upcoming NFL draft. Now, man, look, the narrative is on the Saints, and in regards to their wide receiver room, is that, and then people have been talking about this since last season, is that they need somebody that's a little bigger in size. A guy that can excel at contested catches. Player like that, guy 6'3", 6'4", even 6'2", somebody that's bigger in the receiver room. They got that. To me, you saw a sample size of that with Devon Villay last season, and there were moments where Devon Villay looked like a number one, in my opinion. He played like a number one wide receiver. Him and Tyler Shook had a lot of chemistry together. And you can see that in a lot of those games that they played in before Devon Villay was shut down for the season with that injury. But Chris Olave, he played like a number one. He played like a really good wide receiver down the stretch before he had his the blood clot issue. But those numbers, the numbers that Chris Olave put up, allowed him to become an All-Pro. Allowed him to have a 1,000-yard season. Allowed him to have first 100-catch season. He had a really good year, man. Chris Olave had a really good year. And to me, looking at Makai Lemon, looking at what he does as a wide receiver, he can excel at contested catches, even though he's 5'9". They use him in multiple situations at USC. He was on the outside. He played on the inside. Put him on kick returns. He was in passing situations. So he could do it all. So don't just look at his size and have doubts of whether he can do this at the next level. Because I think the Saints can win in both areas. Both players can help out the Saints a lot, regardless. With the running back room, if you take Jeremiyah Love at 8, or the wide receiver room, you take Makai Lemon at pick 8. And either or, I think, is a solid selection for the Saints. Because if you take Makai Lemon at 8, you're gonna have Chris Olave on one side, either Makai Lemon or Devon Villay on the other side, and you're going to have either one of those guys in the slot. 3 really good weapons for Tyler Shook to throw the football to. And I think that would significantly upgrade your wide receiver room. Now, there's also the free agency option. You could acquire somebody through a trade or sign somebody off the street. But you know what I mean, sign somebody through free agency to fill that void. To me, personally, I think all options on the table should be considered. Now that you have your presumably, your quarterback of the future that's in the building now, and Tyler Shough. You have to consider all those things to get this guy the most help that's needed, to give him the best chances of having success next season, and to silence any doubts, any outside noise about what those games that they played last season to close out the year, that they were a fluke and you played bad teams and all that. You give this guy as much help as possible in the passing game. So to me, I won't be too upset. I won't be upset at all if the Saints take Makai Lemon at pick 8 or Jeremiyah Love at pick 8, because I think both players are enhancers to this team. Both players can enhance this roster. If you take Makai Lemon at 8, is there a running back that you can take in the later rounds of the draft that you believe will help this team? Not Jeremiyah Love. Because chances are, if you pass on Jeremiyah Love at 8, he's gonna come right at. I think he's gonna get taken right after Makai Lemon at 8 at pick 8, or you might even go before that. So a lot can happen. And another thing, I know a lot of people, there's going to be, this time of the year and in the draft, there's going to be a lot of, factions in the fan base. This side of the fan base going to want this type of player. This side of the fan base going to want Makai Lemon, or, Ruben Bain, got the pass rusher out of Miami, Carnell Tate, Alvarez. I'm hearing about this linebacker that's trending up right now. I have to go check out. One of those guys going to be coming to New Orleans Saint, regardless if we like it or not. One of those players I just named. Carnell Tate, Makai Lemon, Jeremiyah Love, Ruben Bain, the wide receiver out of Arizona State. One of those players is going to be walking up to that podium, holding up a Saints cap in the Saints New Orleans Saints jersey. That's just what it is, regardless if we like it or not. And no player, none of these needs, the Saints are not going to address all these needs through the draft. They're just not. Some of it's going to be addressed through free agency. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? The reports, they got to spend whatever $50 million they got to spend. Mandatory, they have to spend that money. So you best believe that Mickey Loomis is going to use those resources to improve this team. It's just that simple. So to me, I'm good either way. You take Makai Lemon at 8, you take Jeremiyah Love at 8. I'm down with either player, man, because I think both of those players can raise the floor of this team. Can really, those skill sets that they possess can enhance this offense. They really can. Don't get it twisted with Makai Lemon's size at 5'9". The guy's a really good player, man. Really good player. USC used him all over the place, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the vision for when he becomes a New Orleans Saint in Kellen Moore's offense. They'll probably put him on. If they feel as though what he did at USC can translate over to the NFL in regards to returning kicks, he's going to be out there returning kicks. If they feel as though he can throw touchdowns at this level, throw touchdown passes at this level, they're going to do that as well, because he can do a lot of things. I'm pretty sure I'm more than confident that he's going to be playing in the slot. They can put him on the outside. He can do so much, contested catch player. So, but if they do take Lemon, they have to have a plan. I know there's going to be a plan for them to address that running back situation, because you got to have another solid complimentary piece to Alvin Kamara. So we'll see how it all play out, man. But let me know in the comment section below. Which player would you prefer the Saints take? Jeremiyah Love or Makai Lemon? Let me know in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel. Also check out saints360.substack.com. Is where all my written work on the War on Saints will be posted for now. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.